Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day, and thank you for taking the time to support the channel. My name is Hello Good Game, and I am pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena Deck Guide video, showcasing Grixis Gotcha. This is a red, black, and blue aggro deck, looking to attack our opponents with trample and haste. Discussing the strategies as well as synergies held within the deck list, a little bit more in depth to start out the video, providing you with a deeper understanding of how to pilot the deck effectively, and then we'll demonstrate in our ranked gameplay footage against some of the best players, again furthering that understanding within the specific meta matchups. And of course, we'll conclude with our deck review and channel news. So if you want to help out, just leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, kick back, relax, and enjoy yourselves. So Grixis Gotcha, standard best of 1, 2.4 average mana value, with 24 lands supporting that. And we're building around one of my favorite cards of the set, the Frostcliff Siege for 3. We typically will choose Temur, but if we get 2 copies, we're going to choose Jeskai as the backup version, or if we have an empty hand, maybe that's the way we go as well. If we choose Jeskai, when we deal combat damage, we're going to draw a card. And if we choose Temur, we'll get +1/+0, have trample and haste. Now that's going to be the main goal, as we have a creature-based deck, and then all of our creatures now have haste and trample, which is pretty crazy. Building off of that, my favorite thing to give trample and haste to will be the Archfiend of Dross, which is a 6/6 with flying, would become a 7/6 with flying and trample, as well as haste, of course, which is fantastic. That's going to get the damage across quickly. Furthermore, it has ability, and whenever a creature an opponent controls will die, its controller is going to lose 2 life, right? So if they're putting out blockers to stop you, you're still getting some damage across, which is great. Our removal in deck will be any target to help facilitate reach if we do get close, right? If we need the removal early on, sure, take it. If not, our opponent's got, 5 life left, burn them out. That's going to be totally acceptable, right? And the fact that we can do both is very nice. And again, now we have haste attack, life loss when they block, and direct damage to close it out. So really cool stuff here. We can do ping damage as well through the Viper as a 2/1 for 2 whenever they cast a spell with mana value 3 or less, 1 damage to that player, which is great. And this also has as the Sorcery Speed Adventure Steam Clean for 2, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, and that can kind of go along here with our interaction pile as well if we wanted. As far as our other attackers go, on top of the Siege, I like Mishra in the deck, claimed by Gix, a 3/5, and whenever you attack, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of attacking creatures. If Mishra, claimed by Gix, and Dragon Engine both attack, you can merge them. What is it? Meld them, that's the word, together, which is nice. And then you'll get Mishra Lost to Phyrexian, a 9/9, and whenever it enters or attacks, you get to choose 3. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Mishra deals 3 damage to any target. Destroy target artifact or planeswalker. Creatures you control get menace and trample until the end of turn. And creatures you control, don't control, get -1/-1 until the end of turn. Or create 2 power stones that are tapped. So typically, I like the 3 damage to any target. I don't mind creatures your opponent control get -1/-1 either. That's pretty decent. We already have trample typically, so that's no problem. But we can also destroy artifact or planeswalker. So it does a lot. And then that's going to combo in with that Dragon Engine, as aforementioned, and it's the double strike that we like. Double strike with trample and haste is phenomenal. And of course, when you cast it from the grave, you will be able to discard your hand and draw 3 cards, which is nice. It has the Unearth for 5, which would do just that, and that can help facilitate some card draw in the deck for us. Some other big baddies that we like to send in to our opponent will consist of the Hunted Bonebrute for 3, a 6/2. You can flip it back from its disguise for 2, of course disguising it for 3 as a 2/2 with ward 2. And when it enters, your opponent's going to create 2 1/1 white dog tokens, and when the brute dies, each opponent is going to lose 3 life, right? So we have that life loss column here working out really nicely. Typically, we will play the dog face down first and then flip it so we don't give them the pups, yeah? However, if you have the Dross, that block that they will now utilize, because this is going to be a 7-2 with trample and haste. They're going to put out these dogs to block. That's fine because the Dross is going to convert that now into 2 damage, which is, you know, totally acceptable. So not always a necessity. Sometimes you just send it in with the siege. That's totally acceptable, right? And then kind of on the front end of the curve, we'll have Tiny Bones and Kellen. Tiny Bones is a 1/1 with Death Touch, and when it deals damage to our opponent, trample haste. +1 too, right? We're going to get to cast a spell of theirs in their graveyard, which is nice. So some card advantage here. Kellen, 2/1 that can gain double strike. First, you have to pay 2, and then when it deals combat damage, you get to exile the top card of your library and play it this turn, which is fine, whatever. But then paying 3 after that, which is a lot, I'll admit, but sometimes that's all you have. It becomes a 3/2 with double strike, which is awesome. And then, you know, in the mid, we'll have the Saurid Tyrant for 2 4/1 vanilla card, and the Rot-Curse Rakshasa for 2 as a 5/5 with trample, decay. So when it can't block, and when it attacks, it self-sacrifices post-combat. Renew, casting it from the grave for 2+X, and then we can put decay counters on our opponent's creatures, which is nice. And then they can't block us, and they self-sacrifice when they attack, which is great. So some added removal there as well, potentially in a field wipe fashion. But they do get, of course, that attack first. And then, you know, the death of those creatures trigger the Dross, and that's good as well. So that's the deck as its whole. We'll have some lands here to, you know, keep it consistent, obviously. And, yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. I realize I now have my cam in the wrong spot for the deck tech. That's okay. We're getting used to the new setup here. So if there's anything I can improve upon, also hit me up in the comments below. Cheers, have a magical day, and enjoy today's gameplay. Nice land, decent hand. Definitely not bad. Oops. And go Kellen. This is gonna be a swamp. I mean, Tiny's good too. Both are acceptable. Okay, for 1. Brute in as the disguise. Lose Tiny, this does more damage. Disguise. Hit for 2 to 17. This is what the Esper bounce. Or flicker. What are we calling it? Esper Pixie? Sure. Dross Fiend in play. I wonder if they have targeted removal for it. Land to the grave. I guess we sacrifice the Trailblazer. No attack, I don't think. We just start smashing. Two to flip, 3 left over. Can't believe they're taking that. That's aggressive. They gotta definitely do something here. Can't believe they didn't block that. Really? No need for defenders. That means I've definitely got it, right? This ability is quite good because they have to block, right? That's like 3, 6 powers and a 5 power. That's insane. Plus the abilities on the Dross. Wait for them to cast. They're tapped out now. So this is going to deal 4 damage instead of just the 2 because of the abilities. You can upcycle it, and then that's lethal. Easy. Very nice. Going first, keeping the hand. It could be worse. This is going to be a mountain or red source. Oh, this is the Surveil Insidious Roots deck. Which these Vipers are really good against. Okay. Let's kind of get them into play. Start eating away at their life total. As long as they don't get the roots, though. It's going to be a secondary red source. Thinning our library as well with that passage as a priority. They're there. Alright, here's 2 damage. The land, and they're getting after it immediately, right? Oh, this is gaining life, though. Ouch. Only when it's a creature, though, I think. Right here, yeah. We have them to 13, we've not even attacked, which is pretty good. Oh. Keep this. That's a good defender on the turn as well. Okay, not bad. Getting 1 life. Oh, a spider can take our stuff out. I don't like that. But they can't. They have 3 mana up only right now. Right, because they don't have a Tyvar out. Oh, now they do. Not great, that's a minus. Grabbing a creature back as well for another Spooter. Another life gain. Another Surveil. ×2. Another Insight. Ouch. Good thing we have these Vipers or we'd be doing nothing. It's crazy. This is a good deck, right? Do they not have a blocker? I'm wondering if I don't siege and I just straight up Mishra. Because these aren't attacking, I guess. The draw could be good. Typically, I like that haste. I mean, technically, that's 10, 13, and 15. And then the Dross Fiend gives us lethal through its ability. Yep. Yep. Or they just take it. Either way, if they blocked, we'd have lethal. No block, we have lethal with lightning. Nice. On the draw, hand is acceptable. This can be a blue source on 4. Mono red on the play. This is going to be tough. Let's just take it, right? Hey, that's a good land. Appreciate you. Our Rot-Curse is in play. That should get some damage in. They're coming for it. Ah, that's 6 to 10. Woo! We do get to kill those things next turn, but I don't know if like we're gonna be alive. Because they hit us twice, right? It's like this attack and that next attack. Two Monstrous Rages, right? Nice, bro. Nearly a flawless victory. Down to 1. Good gam. Good yam. Alright, I like this hand. We just need to find a blue source. And I believe in the heart of the cards. Rot-Curse on 2, Bonebrute on 3. Don't do that to me. Yeah, I'm going to maybe start it out with a Viper. I don't mind that. This is better later with haste, truly. Because it can't block. Oh, ouch. I see you. Give me an island. No dice. It's a card game. Well, sometimes there's dice in Magic. Ah! Almost for my ward. More like snored. Alright, we'll toss that, I guess. There it is. 1 island, please. Haste Adelphia. Trample on the side. Oh, you hate to put your trample on the main course. Trample on the side, always. No! I'm declining. I'll discard 2 instead. Don't do that. That's also not very nice of you. We have to build up cards in hand to escape the talent now. Loving these lands. I mean, what do you do? Sometimes you get the draw, sometimes you don't. I specifically said I believed in the Heart of the Cards arena. Don't treat me like this. Watch, I'll top deck the Dross now and not have a second swamp in play. I probably should have played it, but I need to escape this life loss. That's like, we're just... I may as well hit myself with that, you know? Talent's insane. Dude. Dude. You're a demon. Good game. Good yam. Going first, we'll keep the hand on land alone. We do it 1, 2, 3. That looks fairly supportive of a decent match, one would assume. Ah, yes, Mono Red. I haven't seen this card in some time. These Bonebrutes should be pretty good. Okay, second one. We're just going to try to interact with like a monstrous rage. A third? Man, insane. Need a black source. And then we can play this Dross Fiend. I'm not going to block. We have 19, I'll take it. They're blocking. That's interesting. I can't flip that without a black source. Oh, wow. Three cards in hand. With 18 life. Maybe we're okay. It's not bad. Put it on the bird, right? It's the one that... Well, maybe not. Confirmed damage, though. I don't know what their hand is. No blocks. And then we can maybe attack. One swamp, please. Give me a black source. Big money, no whammies. Alright. Let's attack. Bounce the Phoenix chick back. Gets rid of the blade. Play the Viper. I just need a swamp. We're kind of stuck on lands here. Alright, we get 1 damage. Blade back. Swinging for 4, no block. Swamp and we have them down to 1. This is a good blocker. And we tie the game up at 9 apiece. Okay, it does have haste. Last card in hand. That's going to be our saving grace. right? Is that they're out of cards. Thinking about it, I think they've got removal. They're flinging it at my Viper. Interesting. Make the token. Get for 5. Or only 3. Well, the thing is, this can't defend, and we now have lethal. Double strike for the win! On the draw with some removal and a card to build 2. Not a terrible hand. It's obviously not great. But it's here, and I think we can make it work. Lightning up. Then we've got our Scalding Vipers in on 2. And 3 with lightning again on 3. It lands. They're investigating it. Determining whether or not it's a threat. Okay. Damage, they draw 2. Oh no, just 1. But it triggers twice. Let's hit for 2. Hopefully they're not playing it as a control card, and they are running some creatures. Ooh. Non-tapped, and they get 2 of them? Yeah, okay. I mean, that sucks for sure. For 3, we gain 1, down to 12. Double strike on an empty field. Seven damage in hand. Double field wipe. Do they have another? Exile. They've got the win, they figure. We have a lightning strike this turn. Maybe they do, I don't know. Not a bad card. Ouch. 2 of them. We need just a flyer off the top, right? Another Dross Fiend. Land in hand to bluff. Nice. I use this card. I like it quite a bit. No creature. But you do get 2 Golems, are they? Constructs? And it pushes them all up. Make a token copy too. Or that. Oh, that's mice, not Dang. Nice blocks. A good game, sir. Pick 'em up. I tried. Reach for the sky. Just showing them that I'm all out of cards. That's an interesting card to play in this deck. Right? Like, this isn't even an artifact. This is straight up just an enchantment. Which is also interesting to see in an artifact build. Like, they had me throwing. Like, that's an interesting card to play in this deck. It ended up working out well, though. Definitely in their favor. Ooh, big Vada Boom. Good game. Well, locally dokally, Grixis gotcha. Actually kind of fun. Sending in a 7-2 with trample and haste for 3. That's awesome, man. Like, we can maybe put this into more of a burn deck almost. Are there any other creatures that would be cool to put in this also? Hit me up in the comments below. I've got some ideas of my own. Freebooter I had in the deck for the treasure to ramp. Probably don't need it. Cut down is removal. We decided burn, don't need it. Hero dies equals damage. Fine. The cruel power and toughness equal to number of creatures in graveyard. Maybe, but it could also be quite low. So probably not worth it. The shadow we can pump into it. Pretty decent. Then sends things to exile, but I don't know. It's not, you know, it's probably not as good. The piggy bank, decent. 3 power for 2. Makes a treasure when it dies. Not terrible. Lazav, when it attacks, you can exile a card from a graveyard, investigate, and when you sacrifice that clue that you just made, you can have it become a copy of the exiled card, which potentially could be good, but again, relies on cards being in the grave, not always going to be consistent. The ancient one as an 8/8, but again, not attacking or blocking unless we've got the cards in grave, not consistent. The captain would be decent. I like it, but we need to run a discard package there. Flinging if we wanted, potentially, because we've got big fatties in the deck, but you know, it's a little extra and maybe not consistent on the front end of the deck. Field wiping, we don't want to kill our own creatures through the Pyroclasm. The Performer, because we're flipping the Brute, that could potentially definitely be part of the build if we look at more disguise cards. Not against that. Decadent Dragon, attacks to make treasure, that's cool, and also card advantage. The Lynx I was running, but we are a 3-color deck, so this can actually come back and bite us. And then the Whale, you know, which we ended up using the Viper instead, because the double blue is a little tough to get to, maybe, because we're using double black. I don't want now double blue in here as well. And then we can just use the Viper instead to bounce stuff. So that is that. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a magical day. Like I mentioned, hit me up in the comments below if you have any other suggestions for the deck. Leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos. Take care, and I'll see you soon in the next.